friends, welcome back to It's Natural. Let's get started on this homemade hair gel. We're going to need flaxseed, some type of strainer. I'm using a nylon hose sock, knee-high, and you can see how small the holes are. You need a container to put your hair gel in, a funnel that we're going to use to put the hair gel in the container, measuring cup, a pan. I cannot forget the water. I'm using spring water today. You can use distilled. So let's get started. And again, here's the spring water that I am going to use. And I'm going to actually start with the dry ingredient, which is the flaxseed, and I'm using golden flaxseed. Now it's up to you. You do not have to measure out the dry ingredients first. I just choose to do that. You can either do this one or two ways. You can either boil the water first and then add the flaxseed, or what I do and what I'm going to show you is I'm going to put the dry ingredients in first, then the water, and then I'm going to continuously stir it so I can see the consistency. So I'm measuring out the golden flaxseed. Now you do not need to have golden flaxseed particular. It was just on sale. Any type of flaxseed comes in golden and then dark brown. Either one is okay. So I'm measuring out 1/4 of a cup. Now it looks like I need a little bit more, so I'm just going to pour in some more. Alright, it looks like I'm almost there. Okay. Yep, I've got my 1/4 of a cup flaxseed. I'm just going to pour it into my pan and make sure with my clean hands to get every flaxseed into the pan. So now you do need a spatula and some tongs, preferably plastic tongs so it doesn't rip the nylon, and I will show you what we need for that later. You're going to measure out 1 cup of water. Now again, you can use distilled, you can use spring. If you do not choose to use either, you can use your tap water. It's really up to you, but I prefer to use something that is bottled. I'm putting it on medium heat. Just so you know, none of the other burners are on. Alright, so now I'm just stirring it, and you can see how liquidy it is. Now as it heats up, it'll start getting thicker and thicker. So I'm just going to continuously stir and scoop up the flax seeds and kind of drain it off my spatula to see if it is getting thicker or not. This can take anywhere from 2 minutes to 5 minutes, depending upon the consistency that you wish to have your hair gel. Now, if you choose to do it the other way, which means boil the 1 cup of water first, then pour in your 1/4 cup flaxseed, it will go faster for you. It will only take about probably a minute or half, a minute or two. Right now, I'm just showing you what I'm going to do and how we're straining it. So I just prepared the measuring cup with the sock over it. So I wanted to get my utensils ready so when this starts getting thicker, because you do have to act fast. So this is the reason why I normally like putting the dry ingredient in first and stirring it and gradually getting warm versus having the water to a boil already and putting in the flaxseed, because you have to act really fast. And in this way, it gradually happens. It gradually gets thick, but it's up to you, whichever way you'd prefer. So sorry, my light keeps on flickering, so I just turned it off. Alright, so it looks like it's getting a little bit thicker. And I want my hair gel really thick. And so I'm putting it in longer than 2 minutes. I'm actually doing about 5 minutes on the stove. And I do let it cool down for a couple seconds. I don't want it to cool down too fast because it'll get thicker and then I won't be able to extract any gel from the seeds. So if you want it a little bit thinner than thick hair gel, you would go ahead and I would say take it off the stove after 2 minutes. If you want it medium, liquidy, but yes, a little bit more thicker, then I suggest around 3 minutes. And I did 5 minutes here, so I like it really thick. And you'll see the consistency of it when we're finished. But you can see the steam coming off, and it looks like it's really thick. Look at how thick that is. It is just clumping all together. So we're in a good place here. So I'm just continuously stirring it and pouring it off the spatula because I really want to see the consistency. And it does start, the gel starts gathering at the bottom, so it's very important that you continuously stir this. And as you can see, I just want it a little bit thicker. And I'm getting excited. This looks like it's almost done. So I'm going to take it off the stove here. You see how thick that is. Oh, it looks like it's still runny. I'm going to leave it on there just a little bit longer, just to ensure that it's going to get thicker for me. So if you like runny gel, again, leave it on heat for 2 minutes. Medium runniness, leave it on for 3. And then you'll see the thick consistency with mine that I left it on for 2 minutes, or for 5 minutes, I'm sorry. So now I just took it off the heat and I'm still stirring it up. And so now I'm getting everything prepared. All right, so I'm taking this off again. I just wanted to show you what I did. I'm putting the hose over my measuring cup. And I'm pushing it all the way down so it's pretty tight at the top. The weight of the flaxseed will bring it down. So let's pour this into the measuring cup and look at how hot it is. You want to make sure that you're away from the steam because it is hot. And I'm scraping the excess gel. As you can see right there, I'm pouring the gel out of the pan. It does stick and accumulate at the bottom, so you want to get that out of there. All right, so here's where we use the tongs. So I'm going to take the sock up, and you see all the flaxseed, and I'm just squeezing the tongs down and forcing the gel out of our straining sock here. And it's coming out. And you can see the steam coming up, and this is why you use tongs. I've tried using other utensils, and the tong works the best. So I'm just squeezing it down. And as I'm squeezing, it's forcing the gel from the flax seeds to come out of the hose. All right, so here's a better picture of it. Just squeezing it down. And you see all that lovely gel coming off of that. I've tried other ways of doing this, and like I said, this is actually the best, safest way because the flax seeds are so hot. So you just do this multiple times until you get enough gel Now, because I did it for 5 minutes, you're actually going to have less than if you did less time on the stove, because it thickens up so quickly the longer you leave it on the stove. And it does get thick. If you did it for 2 minutes, it will eventually get thicker as it sits. So it's really up to you how long you want to put it on the stove. Alright, so what I'm doing is just putting the excess back in the pan, and there you have your gel. So now I'm going to use our container. And okay, so it is way too thick. So now I'm going to just put that funnel onto our little container and just pour this into the funnel, our gel, and look at the consistency. So for 5 minutes, this is what type of consistency you will have. 2 minutes, it'll be a little bit more runnier. It'll be easier actually to extract. 2 to 3 minutes, but like I said, it is really your preference. And it will, over time, get thicker. I just like it thicker. So I'm trying to get more off of the spatula. So I'm using a little popsicle stick. I will list the ingredients and the utensils down below. And I'm just trying to get as much off of the spatula, not the spatula, I'm sorry, the tongs as possible. So you can use salad tongs, anything that's plastic that acts as tongs would work. The tongs just work so good because you can grab on both sides down the hose to extract the gel from the flax seeds. So I'm getting a little bit more out of there. Alright, looks like I've got what I need. So this is I believe this is a small 2-ounce travel container. And it looks like that was a half. So 1/4 cup flaxseed, 1 cup of water, came out to being, with 5 minutes, now granted, about a half. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to store the excess flaxseed. So you want to find a glass container. And what I'm going to do now that it's a little bit warm still, so be careful, I'm going to turn it upside down so the opening of the sock is actually at the bottom of the container. And I'm just going to use my hands and squeeze all of the flaxseed into the container. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat this process. You don't have to get new flaxseed. You use the same ones that you used before. And there you have it. I can use that for my second batch. I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and use it for next week. So here you have it. It's in the container, and let's see how good it works. I have a lot of hair. So I'm just going to squeeze it out. And it is really, really thick. And I apologize, I'm squinting because I don't have my glasses on. So there you have it. I just squeezed it in my hand. I'm going to rub it together with my hands. I'm going to put it in on the top of my hair right here, on the sides, and also on the back. I like to wear my hair up in a bun. So you can use a comb after you use this. You put it in your hair, but I don't need one. I just brush it through with my hands. So I'm getting it all over the base of my head, and I'm pulling in the back of my hair also, and I'm pulling it into a ponytail with my hands. My hair is really, really long. It's down to my waist, and it's really heavy and thick, and so I normally wear it in a bun. So what I'm doing is holding a ponytail and I'm twisting my hair. And as I'm twisting my hair, I still have a hold at the base, and I'm going to wrap it around. And as you can see, I'm still twisting my hair and wrapping it around at the same time. And then I'm going to tuck in the base, right at the base right there. And now I'm just going to put a rubber band on to secure it. I normally wear a small rubber band at the bottom, and then I double twist a second one, and then I just pull it out. And it looks, the hair gel works really, really good. My hair is smoothed back. There's no loose babies. There's the bun. There's the back. My hair, as you can see, is slicked back with the gel. And there you have it. Thanks for watching. Have fun with this.